Do you have a worst first day of school experience? Think hard about this. Elementary, middle school, high school.
I got suspended the first day of school.
What grade?
School is a blur.
But that's true. You really did get suspended first day of school.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's considered the worst day of school, then
Worst first day of school experience.
I didn't even make it the whole first day in that case.
Suspended. Are we talking about like in-school suspension, kicked out of school?
I never got completely kicked out of school. They love me too much for that. I drink way too much Hennessy to get kicked out of school. But I would say it was just like regular like 5-day suspension. But they were just telling me like how ashamed I should be for not making it the first. I didn't make it to period 3.
What was it that you got kicked out for? What was the, why suspended? Pretty brutal to get suspended. You must have done something to get suspended the first.
I drink a lot of Hennessy. I want to say suspended probably 20 times, but I can't remember why. It was a bunch of times, like sometimes it was always stupid shit, always, which is why I don't remember it. It was never nothing like cool or notable, like, yeah, I fucked the principal's wife. It was never nothing like that. It was always like some bullshit, like I got caught throwing a piece of paper back at somebody that threw a piece of paper at me, some shit like that.
But no joke, you did get suspended on one of those 20 times, the very first day of school.
The very first day of school, now it's coming back to me. It's starting to come back through familiar substances. It's starting to come back. I would say a phone got stolen. They blamed it on me. Everybody blamed everything on me.
You were an easy target for blaming?
I was easy. I didn't have no friends in the physical world.
A loner?
I had Hennessy.
Now, when it comes to Hennessy, the U.S. government deems it 21 and up.
The U.S. government, yeah.
Correct.
I went to Canada. We was lit, 18. I was pouring Hennessy in everybody's
I
mouth.
think even in Europe, if I'm not mistaken, if they haven't changed the laws, I think people can even drink at 16.
That's lit. Where were you when I was getting kicked out of my school?
How do you feel about something like that when it comes to liquor laws and, you know, how young somebody can really drink liquor?
I can't really have a comment on that because anything is possible at any age, you know? I don't think that one can really judge it because it's different everywhere, you know? You go somewhere, it's 18, you go somewhere else, it's 21.
And even in some cases, 16.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's Germany or, I can't remember, this was years ago.
Somewhere far as fuck.
Why do you think it is 21 in the United States? I think around the world, that's probably the latest age.
Donald Trump?
No, it was like that before Donald Trump.
Really? How unfortunate.
How young were you when you had your first sip? And was it even Hennessy?
I can't answer that. But I was of legal age.
Was Hennessy your first sip of alcohol, first sip of liquor?
Henny Gang or Die is it's a lifestyle, you know? The reason people are so passionate about it is because it's the consistency, it's the passion of not switching, it's the passion of living your life through the brown goddess, through the brown bottle, in this case gold bottle, but it's all about the consistency, it's all about staying true to your roots, you know?
Now when it comes to school,
Right.
and somebody's first day of school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any advice to somebody on their first day of school? And everybody's grades could be different. That
Don't sell Hennessy and chocolate milk cartons.
Now, thinking back to your schooling, what would, and you're older now, but what would your grown self tell?
How old do you think I am?
I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
Old enough.
But you're not in high school anymore. So what would your adult self tell your younger self, knowing what you know now? Hindsight 2020, looking back. And this is in regards to school.
Right.
Knowing what you know now, what you didn't back then.
Knowing what I know now, I would tell the younger me that anything is really possible. I didn't really believe in myself back then.
Now, were you always like this, as far as your personality, as far as your look, or did you grow into this?
Always
like this, the personality we see on camera right now? Were you always this chill? Were you always this laid back? Were you always this cool? Or did you grow into this?
They didn't think I was cool back then. They didn't think it was cool at all.
Well, when I say cool, I mean chill.
Oh. Yeah, I was always chill.
Ever bullied, ever teased in school? Or
yeah.
Or were you doing the bullying and teasing?
Nah, definitely bullied. Definitely teased.
For what?
Just being different, you know? It takes a lot at a young age to know anything is possible before the rest of the world knows that anything is possible. So, like, when you know that shit and you're the only one that knows it, it's like you possess something that other people can't have. And when you possess something that other people can't have, they want it. Teasing it is the only way they can get at you.
Now, bullying is a sensitive subject, and it's a really big subject that people have to deal with nowadays. Understanding that situations could be different for different people. Any general advice on someone that has to deal with bullying in school or deal with teasing? Anything you would tell them? Having gone through that yourself.
Fuck 'em. It's gonna catch up. That's all I got to say.
Now, what about superlatives? Those awards they give in high school. I don't know if they do it in the middle school or elementary, but
You mean like best dressed and shit?
best dressed, most popular,
likely to be an alcoholic.
most
shit like
likely
that.
to succeed. I don't know about the alcoholic part. Did you get any of those
I didn't
type
win.
of notifications, type of titles?
I didn't win nothing. I never won anything.
What about homecoming or prom? Did you ever attend those?
The girl I asked said no. For real. She really said no.
So at that point, do you go with your boys, and is it like a boys type of thing to go to?
That ain't how I party.
Mm.
But I will say that it's fucked up. I ended up graduating. Well, I ended up getting 18 and a half, and my girl at the time was a junior, and I ended up taking her to prom. I went to her prom. I didn't even get to go to my own prom. I was too lame to pull a girl at the time. You know, so.
I see. What about homecoming?
I just went to the games.
Mm.
You know?
Now, what about as a celebrity? If there's fans out there, because you see stuff like this, fans will ask their favorite person or people they admire or celebs to go to their prom with them. Would you be open to doing something like that?
She gotta be 18. But she don't gotta be 21.
Now, what about your high school reunion? Would you attend your high school reunion when they do this, like, I don't know if it's the first 5 years after high school is over, or 10 years, or 15?
I heard about shit like that. People actually go to that?
Some people do, yeah.
Do you have to...
You know, funny thing is, because of your popularity on Facebook, that's how a lot of schools and, you know, those reunions stay in touch with each other, is through groups on Facebook and that sort of thing, and they reach out to old students and stuff through Facebook. But would you attend a high school reunion? Would you be open to that?
If there was Hennessy there, I guess.
Would people be surprised at the point you are in life right now? Would this surprise anybody? They go onto your Facebook, you have almost 1 million likes. You were hacked almost at 1 million followers on Instagram. That type of popularity, would people be surprised at that, seeing you now at this point?
I wouldn't want them to be surprised or impressed at how many followers I have, but I would rather be judged by my Hennessy collection, because I think that's way more impressive than followers. I mean, followers, you can do anything to get followers. Anything can get followers. But it takes a true connoisseur to collect Hennessy and to be better at it than anyone else.
Explain, what is your Hennessy collection?
I've got everything. I've got everything from Privileges to Paradise to... I've got like a few that I'm not like bougie enough to afford. There's shit that like Hennessy has that I can't have because I'm not Hennessy. I am Hennessy, but I'm not Hennessy. So I'm hoping that one day like I can complete a collection and give it to my grandkids someday. It's a good investment. What people like to understand is that Hennessy's in a shortage right now. I don't know if you understand, but there's 10 states in the United States alone where there's no Hennessy. There's signs up, liquor stores, we have no Hennessy. They're running out of regular Hennessy. They're running out of Hennessy Black. And what this is doing is it's causing the prices to go up. So while people might be looking at the interview like, this guy don't know what he's talking about. It's the same as investing in gold. It's the same as investing in, like, say, a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency. You've got Hennessy, and it's like, if all the Hennessy in the world runs out because y'all are pouring it in your food, then now look at who's got the collection of Hennessy. It's worth more now. So it's like an investment, you know, if you really think about it. It's an investment in the kitchen. You know, it's an investment in every environment, the club, wherever you're at. And it's also a good investment if you don't even drink it. If you just let it sit there, it's a great investment. It definitely does not depreciate, you know? So rappers and shit out here, they got cars, they got a bunch of stupid shit. Hell, even I had to get stupid shit too. I'm a rapper, right? This is some stupid shit, but it's a bottle of Hennessy, so it can't depreciate. Anything is possible.